the only true value really is in self-recognition, which is already pure, which contains all perceptions, both pure and impure, because it's pristine purity itself. And in that recognition, there seems to move an ever-deepening opportunity to abide as that purity, if that makes sense. When we're actually trying to meddle with the reflection in the mirror, shall we say, trying to make it better, trying to establish a more pure me, then we're actually missing the point. Because what we truly are is already pure and needs no modifications in any way. It's that which enables the seeing of all modifications to be there in the first place. And so it always comes back to that self-recognition. And then one may be moved or inspired to, take better care of the body. But it's done out of a sense of joy and a sense of love and a sense of life moving to take care of itself. Because we're not looking for anything in experience anymore. We're not trying to fill a void, thinking, well, when I achieve this, I'll be whole, I'll be complete. Often the sense of purification is driven by that basic need to come home, is driven by that basic need to come home. And so, it's always primarily about self-recognition and then deepening our conviction in that self-recognition. And then life moves in such a way experientially that seems to take care of the experience, if that makes sense, ever more deeply. It's like the body might be moved not to ingest foods that once were enjoyed because there was a seeking of oneself in it, piece of chocolate cake or, things that aren't particularly healthy, shall we say, experientially. There'll be, certainly in my experience, there's a moving away from doing those things that aren't beneficial, shall we say. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. But it's like, if one takes an extreme example that somebody has discovered cancer, okay, and, of course, one, in that intense moment, one could attend to self-recognition, and but the natural thing seems to be to want to do something to treat that.
Right. I think what is very important is to understand how, I might be getting myself into hot water talking a little bit about this, but when we're misperceiving life as it is, shall we say, when we're misperceiving life as it truly is, often we're in a profound state of resistance to life as it is. And that can give rise to stress. And so when we're actually recognizing our true nature, a profound sense of peace comes in by nature with that. Because it is our nature. It's what we truly are. And so experientially, that can, not necessarily, but it can have a profound effect on healing body. That isn't to say it would be cured, but the sense of stress and anxiety in relation to what may be happening to the body often falls away ever more deeply. So it really doesn't matter what the experience is. It all comes back to self-recognition, because ultimately you're not the body. And so it's recognizing that ever more deeply, which then can, not always, but can have the potential to, optimize health and well-being. That isn't to say there's a pure state of health, because that's a conceptualized idea. But there is ease in the body, no matter what may be apparently happening to the body. you.